Hey friends, it's Sammy back with another episode of The Daily Dash. That's right. It's everything you need to know from around the world and in my life, straight from my car dashboard to yours. Today is Monday, January 20th, 2025. Let me tell you what you need to know so you're in the know wherever you are and whatever you are doing. Well, the day is getting ready to end, but I just had to kind of come on here and talk for just a few minutes because a lot of really important things are going on today. Not only is it the presidential inauguration, it's Martin Luther King Day, and the college football national championships are being played tonight. So there's just a time for a lot of reflection. I think about when Martin Luther King gave his incredible I Have a Dream speech. It really wasn't that long ago, and yet I feel like we should have progressed so much further since that time. And so, as it's still really a new year, it's a lunar new year, new president. Um, there's so much that I feel like we can be doing and should be doing. And if you watched Saturday Night Live this past weekend, Dave Chappelle was the host, and he did quite a long monologue, what they call the cold open. And part of me sat there and was like, how is he getting away with saying some of this stuff? But he ended by saying something really interesting, and it was really void of any partisan remarks. But he basically was like, we need to do better. It was just a call for everyone to do better. And I couldn't agree more. And I I was just thinking about this, and I haven't really thought about this in a long time, but I wrote a book almost a decade ago called Raising Uncommon Kids, about how to raise more selfless kids. Not because I was an expert, but because I really was seeking out help for how to accomplish that. And the crux of the book, if you didn't read it, was basically before we can expect to have these kids that are naturally compassionate and selfless and want to change the world, it has to start at home. It has to start within the four walls. It has to start with their relationship to God, their relationship with their mom, their dad, their siblings, and then progress to what does that look like with their teachers, their community, their church members, their friends. And then you can look at town, city, state, country, and then the world. But you can't just expect someone to care about the world if they don't care about what and who is nearest and dearest to them. So as I'm out here really cold and just checking on things in my community, literally, and around the four walls of my house, and making sure faucets aren't, frozen, and making sure people and their animals are okay. I would just encourage us to take a check with ourselves, to take a check with our neighbors, to ask God, to say, Lord, what do you need me to do today? How can I help today? How can I help in my neighborhood? And when I was just walking now, I was like, Lord, what do you want me to pray today? Normally I try to think before I get on the dash here, but since this is a little more spontaneous, the word stability came up. And I'll be honest, I don't know what that means. I don't think I've ever prayed for stability, but I would just pray that maybe it means looking within to make a place that we can stand firm on truth, what we know to be true, what God tells us is truth, and just to ask to be in communication with the people we love, with our neighbors, to find out what they need, how we can be supportive, and to just stand on that ground. So I'm going to start walking again so I don't freeze, but I pray that whoever you're cheering for tonight, Ohio State or Notre Dame, I pray that whatever political party you align with, or wherever you stand, whatever race, ethnicity, just nationality, that you would just stand in the truth of God's word, reach out to those around you, and as I always say, let's listen more than we speak and try to be a helper. All right, friends, I pray you have a great day. Make sure you make it great, and do not wait to tell someone you love how you feel about them. Stay warm. Bye.